What objects match three-dimensional shapes?
Hey there! What's this? Someone left a baseball on the grass. You know, I never noticed before, but baseballs have kind of a neat shape. Click the ball to get a better look. Oh, look, a drawing, and it is shaped like the baseball. So what do you call something that has the same shape as a ball? I think there's a special name. I know that it's called three-dimensional, but there's another name too. Do you know? Well, let's go find out more about three-dimensional shapes. Then we'll learn the names of other shapes too.
Many real objects have this shape. Let's find some. Here are some real objects. Which of them have this shape? Does a shoebox have this shape? Yes, a shoebox does have this shape. All the surfaces of a shoebox are flat. What about a phone book? Does it have this shape? A phone book also has this shape. It has 6 flat surfaces. It also has a top and a bottom that match. Both the top and the bottom of the phone book are rectangles. Does a football have this shape? The football doesn't have this shape. It has no flat surfaces. Now let's look at this shape. Let's find the everyday objects that have this shape. Does a soup can have this shape? Yes, a soup can has a curved surface and 2 flat surfaces like this shape does. It also has a top and bottom that match. What about a paper towel roll? Does it have this shape? A paper towel roll has this shape too. Both the top and the bottom of the paper towel roll are circles. Does an ice cream cone have this shape? No, an ice cream cone doesn't have this shape. It has only one flat surface, and it doesn't have a top and bottom that match. How are these shapes alike? The shapes each have a top and a bottom that match. How are the shapes different? In this shape, the top and bottom are rectangles. In this shape, the top and bottom are circles. These are three-dimensional shapes. They can also be called solid shapes. One of these shapes is a sphere. A sphere has no flat surfaces. The entire shape is curved. Select the shape that's a sphere.
Which one is a sphere? It's all curved. It does not have any sides or edges. Must be this one.
That's right. This shape is a sphere. It's curved and has no flat surfaces. A cylinder is another three-dimensional shape. Cylinders have 2 flat surfaces that are opposite from each other. Select the shape that's a cylinder.
2 flat surfaces that are opposite of each other. Let's say, well, this has more than 2 flat surfaces. This only has the one flat surface and not one up here. But this one has a flat surface here and a flat surface there. So this must be the cylinder.
Great job! This shape is a cylinder. A rectangular prism has 6 flat surfaces that are rectangles. Rectangles that are across from each other are the same size. Which shape is a rectangular prism?
Well, in the word rectangular prism, we hear the word rectangle, so we're looking for the shape that looks like a rectangle. What shape does this one look like? Does this look like a rectangle? This is a cylinder, that's a sphere. Does this look like a rectangle?
That's right. This shape is a rectangular prism. A cube is a special type of rectangular prism. It has 6 flat surfaces that are all squares, so the sides are all the same length. Which shape is a cube?
So we have 2 left. Only one of these is a cube. Which one do you think is a cube?
Excellent! This shape is a cube. All of its edges are the same length. A cone has a curved surface. It also has one flat surface that's a circle. Which shape is a cone?
Only one left.
That's right. This shape is a cone. Now let's match real objects to these shapes. Select the shape that matches the shape of a globe.
Which one matches the globe? So here's the globe. Oops, that's my fault. Which one matches the globe? Let's try the sphere.
That's right. A globe is a sphere. A sphere has no flat surfaces. Select the shape that has the shape of a funnel.
Which one looks like a funnel? I think the one right above it kind of looks like a mirror image of it if you flip it over. Let's try cone.
Excellent! A funnel is a cone. Cones have one flat surface and a curved surface. Now, select the shape that matches the shape of the block.
This one is pretty easy if you think about it. It's either going to be the cube or the rectangular prism. Which one looks closest to it? Rectangular prism? I think the cube too.
Great job! A block is a cube. Cubes have 6 flat surfaces that are all the same size. Now let's practice with the personal math trainer.
So great job. Let's look at our paper that's in our packet for week 9. At the top of page 706, you have all the 3-dimensional shapes that we just looked at in the video. We have the cube, we have the rectangular prism, the sphere, the cylinder, and the cone. We just did this part right here, which says which of these objects has the shape of a cube. You're going to do the same thing for numbers 1 and 2 at the bottom. Which one, for number 1, is a sphere? The dice, the basketball, or the cup? You can look back at the top to try to guess. Yeah, the sphere is a circular object. It does not have any sides. So that has to be the basketball. What about number 2 for cube? We have a tissue box, a dice, and a can of soup. Here's the cube. Which one matches the picture for number 2? Yeah, that would be the dice here in the middle. Great job. Look at page 707. You're going to continue to circle the objects that match the shape name. This one says cylinder. Repeat after me. Cylinder. This one says rectangular prism. Which one of these shapes or objects has the same shape as a rectangular prism? Number 5 says cone. Circle the objects that match the shape that says cone. Now for some of these, there might be more than one because it says circle the objects. We know when it's an S, that means it's plural. So you might see more than one object in the row that matches the name of the 3D shape. Number 6 says Julio used cardboard squares as the flat surfaces of a cube. How many squares did he use? He used cardboard squares as the flat surfaces of a cube. For this one, I'm going to go back to page 706 to kind of get a picture. So he used the flat surfaces of a cube. How many squares did he use? So if we took the cardboard box apart, how many squares would we have? We have one over here. We have one square right here. We have one right here. We have 4, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. But then you have to remember the top also. That's 5. And then the bottom is 6. To think if you had a box, how would you count the sides? So Julio used cardboard squares as the flat surfaces of a cube. How many squares did he use? It helps if you have a box that looks like a cube, because then you can count the different sides. Or if you have like a dice from a game, you can count how many sides that cube has. Number 7, circle the shapes that have a curved surface. Curved means that it goes like around. So which objects have a curved surface? If it has a flat surface, you're not going to count that one. Okay. That concludes the first lesson of 3D shapes.